channel. Welcome. Another outdoors version. If you're new, you're most welcome to this channel. Please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing. Okay, let's educate ourselves and let's inform ourselves. I'm at home. Don't mind the background noise by our goats or dogs. So, yeah. Now, we are going to carry on with the pros and cons of being a Qatar Airways cabin crew or flight attendant. Okay, from where we left last time. That's what we're gonna do. That's what's up. Right, carrying on. And this is part 2 and a continuation. Okay, so I forgot to mention last time, when you are in training, Qatar Airways as well as Emirates Airlines, you are paid. So you are being trained, and then you will also receive your salary at the end of the month. So that's a training with payment. You are paid for that, like it's included with your basics, for your basic salary. Also, at Qatar Airways, you are given a welcome package of $500, to cater for your needs as you wait for your first salary. That's a pro on the salary side, on the previous video that we had earlier, the part 1. Okay, so carrying on pros and cons. Point number 1, this job increases your social skills and you get to meet new people, make new connections, long-term connections, long-term friendships. Not all passengers are bad, so you also get to make stronger bonds, and have a good time at work. Yes, also you get to meet stars, you get to meet celebrities while you are at work, take pictures or what. Yes, that's a good side of it. Okay, point 1 on the bad side. This job may affect your health, affects your sleeping patterns, also radiations. I'll explain. Like, you're exposed to radiations. First of all, on sleeping patterns, on sleeping, different time zones can be a very big problem in terms of, like, if you are laying over and the time there's a big difference in time zones, that could be really disturbing in terms of your sleep. Then the timings in between your flights, the timings are less. You could be having like 11 hours in between your next flights, and that can cause anxiety. Okay, will make you have a hard time sleeping, and you're really exhausted, you're really drained, and you can't really sleep. So many of them you do use supplements to get sleeping, like chamomile tea, melatonin supplements, yes, to help them sleep with even the different time zones. Okay, so I think that is not a good part of it. Now, about radiation, at high altitudes the air gets thinner, and the farther you go from Earth's surface, the fewer the gas molecules get. It's molecules that deflect cosmic rays. Okay, and the cosmic rays are radiations from outer space. So being in too long in the air, it exposes you to potential diseases like heart diseases, potential cancers or catalogs. So this could be one reason about the health, like it affects. There's a maximum amount of hours per year that the flight attendants should be in the air. Should be flying. And what are cosmic rays? Get your notebooks, get your pens and notebooks. Cosmic rays are high energy protons and atom nuclei that move through space at a nearly speed of light. They do originate from the sun and the outer space. And they increase high risk of diseases. Their effects on human is that they increase the risk of cancer, and also they caused central nervous system degenerative diseases. Okay, so now you know. Point number 2 on the positive side is this job is that you never bring work home. Okay, you never get to bring work home. So I think that's self-explanatory. There's no paperwork, there's nothing that you need to carry on and finish at home. So that's point number 2 on the positive. Point number 3 on the point number 2 on the negative is that you get to travel with new colleagues. Each and every time you are traveling with new people, you are rarely traveling with the same kind of people that you have been in previous flights. So yeah, so maybe if you had a hitch or you had a disagreement last time with one crew or a supervisor, you are likely not to fly with them once again. Now, on the bad side of this is that when you are traveling with new people, you're not used to them, so you don't know them. They are likely to maybe get petty on things that you do. They may report you. And one thing about the reporting kind of side is that you may lose your job and you may have not given a chance to explain or to know what happened. So, yeah. This is not good about flying with new people, I think. And yeah, basically the reporting culture, back to the reporting culture, is that you're never given a chance to explain yourself, or you're never, like when you are given a disciplinary action or maybe a warning, you are never given a chance to explain yourself, and or you're never told what happened. So I think that's not fair. Okay, so yeah, that's good thing about traveling with new people, or also bad thing flying or working with new people each time that you are at work. Number 3 on positive, is it? Yes, number 3 on the bad side is that you are bonded, like your contract is a bond. You're bound to do some things, and I will emphasize that you read your contracts before you sign them. Read them thoroughly, because now on this, what I mean with bonds is that you're bound to not to marry, okay, and or maybe not to have kids in your first 3 years of your contract. The first contract is normally 3 years, so you're bound not to do some stuff. If you want to do, you have really to get approval from your company. You need to have approval for getting married or for getting children, okay? But after the first contract, I think you're good. You can do whatever you want. But on the first one, you have to be really to seek permission to do things, okay? So again, read your contracts, read them very well, and see what the bonds are, what you are bound to the company. Yeah, so basically that's that on the bond side. And number 4 on the good side is that life is not monotonous, okay? You never get bored. Life is not a routine for you. So for me, like, life gets boring when I'm doing the same thing, I'm doing the same thing all the time. Yeah, life gets boring. So in this job, life is never monotonous. You're always on the go, and you never know where you're going. You're going in different places, okay? The last point that I have is that is the last point. Yes, the 4th point on the bad side is that you, while at work, while flying, you cannot bring your phone, you cannot bring your books, you cannot bring your laptop or MacBooks or iPad, nothing. Okay, so when you are at your free time, you only interact or talk to your colleagues. You cannot even gossip or talk negative stuff about the company or maybe about the guests. Yeah, those are things that you don't do. Yeah, I think the thing with this is that they want full attention to the passengers. Okay, so when you are reading or doing other stuff, is your attention is divided. So getting to fly with new people, with new colleagues, you never know who's watching you. You never know who will report you for doing what. So you cannot do anything. You cannot trust them, Yeah. And if you need to use your phone, most of them, they do use their phones. However, at the washrooms, at the toilets where no one sees. Okay? If you really have to. But it's not necessary. If it's not allowed, just don't do it. Just, you never know who's watching you, really. Yeah. Also, guys, you cannot use your phone while you are in Qatar Airways uniform. Also, Emirates, you cannot use your phone while you're in the uniform. You're not allowed to take pictures of yourself or any other crew while they're on their uniform. Okay? So, for instance, if you're not flying, you're waiting to check in, you're waiting for your hotel check-in and stuff, you cannot be on your phone. All right? Yes, I think it's just to protect the image of the company. Yeah. And also, what? The friend that I'm sharing a story, she cannot post stuff on social media or YouTube while she's still working in the company. Okay? It's good to protect your company's policies. Yeah, and also when they find out, they'll fire you if you're posting stuff on the internet while you're still working with them. Most of the people that are posting things on internet are ex-cabin crews for the particular company they're posting stuff about. Okay? Yeah, so beware. The last point, is it? Yeah, it's the last very point, and it's a positive one. You choose the kind of lifestyle that you want to live. Okay? I mean, you have all the money in the world, so you get to choose the kind of life you want to live and the lifestyle. And yeah, just lifestyle is basically everything: the kind of food, the kind of clothes you wear, the kind of the kind of life that you like. That's that for today. Catch me on the next video. It's on the final one-on-one interview. Okay? Yes. If you're new, subscribe. Hit the button down there. Subscribe, like, and share. I love you very much. Thank you.